What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Beauty with Ty. So today I will be showing you guys how I got this really cute bobbed box braid look. I did do triangle parts in the front, and in the back I just have regular squares. I will leave a link down below just in case you would like to see how I did triangle braids all over. I do have a rubber band method of me doing jumbo box braids, doing the triangle method as well as using rubber bands, but the braids were much longer. So if you don't like this, you know, bob look, if you're not feeling the 90s look, you can definitely follow all the steps but just braid your hair all the way down, and voila, you have some regular box braids. And my braids are kind of thick but not that thick. Towards the back they are smaller, and then when I got up to the top I made them a little thicker. So it's a lot of things on here that's going to help you guys by watching this video, as well as some tips and tricks that helped me along the way. And it took me about 7 hours for me to part my hair, rubber band it, and then braid it all. I'm going to be doing the rubber band method. So you're going to need some rubber bands, and you're going to need some kind of jam to put in between your parts. I like to use this one in between my parts, and I will actually use a different one on my edges. Okay, so I went ahead and did my first row. Just sectioned that off. When I do my triangles, I like to start in the middle to make sure I have everything how I want it. Just going to start here, because I have like a little baby widow's peak. I don't like for the point of my triangle to be there. So just part one at an angle, and then part it again at another angle. And I don't want my boxes too small or too big. I want them like medium. So that's good. And just get a hairpin and pin it over. First, to do my boxes, I will be adding some of my handmade hair cream. I do make my cream myself. I'll leave a link down below so you can watch a video on how I make my handmade hair cream. Or if you would like to just purchase some, email me BeautyWithTy89@gmail.com to purchase, just in case you don't feel like it, or you're a little lazy, or you don't want to buy all that product, or you just want to support your black sister. So for my edges, I'm going to be using this certified Bella pomade. This is like my second best pomade. I like it. It's growing on me, but if I had a choice, I would be using Style Factor. I literally just ordered some yesterday, so yeah. And then I'm going to follow it up with some black gel, because sometimes it tends to turn white. So I'm going to go all around it, definitely hitting up them edges. So I got my edge control. Now I'm going in with some black gel. And if your edges just hold with one product, definitely put whatever works for your edges. This is what works for my edges. Of course, everyone won't have to do this. And you're also going to need some rubber bands. You don't need it too tight because you're going to be braiding. And I'm going to just twist this out of the way. And the next one, just go diagonal. Make sure you get those ends. Okay, again, so I get some cream, put that on my ends, work it up to the root, and then I'm going to put some edge control around my parts so it'll be really nice and neat. You really don't even have to do much work when you do that. But for the edges, I'm going to pull out my edges. Okay, so front and my back is done. I just have my middle. So I did the first 2 rows from ear to ear, and then I did straight back like that going around. And now for this section, this odd weird section, I am going to do a straight across and do this row triangle in the back squares. So this is the hair I'm using. It's by the Janet collection, and it is 100% Kanekalon. The pack looks like this. This is my favorite kind of braiding hair. I think this is like the best. I have it in the color 1B. I'm just going to take the hair and split it in half. Okay, so split it in half, and I'm going to go ahead and lay it out so I can have my sections pre-prepped. But pretty much going to take about, I don't want them too thick and I don't want them thin for sure. So it's like this, not pulled together, but stretched together, it's this much. I'm going to start in the back because I'm doing them short, so I want to guide on how long they need to be. But any other time, if I was doing regular long box braids, I would start from the front because I like for my front to be the neatest, and I feel like when I first start off, that's when I'm like all pumped into it. Not saying my work isn't consistent, but I just want to be realistic with myself. So I'm not going to stretch it or tease the ends because I do want it like a blunt bob look. So take my little piece apart, the little twist out, and I'm going to add a little bit more of my Handmade hair cream. So when I do my box braids, because my hair it's got a little length on it, usually I'll just split it and do the T method, which I usually just take a third and then put it right on top, and then here I have my 3 pieces. But since my hair has grown, I'm just going to put it on there. So take it and braid it. Then I take a little jam and put it on my ends, make sure I don't have any curly flyaways, and then I'm going to start to split the hair. Okay, I don't have to braid it down too far because I am doing mine in a bob because I'm trying to follow this picture I seen off Instagram. So this the picture, my little inspiration that I'm going by. See, it's like right at this neck collarbone right here. I'm not burning them, I'm just going to add a rubber band, and I'm cutting like right below the rubber band so to get this little look. I want that look. Okay, so again, let's do another one on the side. And for me to do my boxes, it took me about 2.5 hours. You want to make sure you put a lot of moisture on your ends, because that's, well, my ends are the driest. Take my finger, wrap it around so I can get it tight, and then I plait or braid. And they are really stiff right now, but they will loosen up. Just trying to get it folded under like that. Just keep doing that. Okay, so I have like the bottom done. And this here is 12 braids, and this is 1 pack. This is cut in half, and this is 1 pack. So I'm at the top. So as you can see, my pieces are getting bigger as I get to the top. I just take my thumb and go around it so I can get it really close.
Ultimately depend for their energy on the sun.
And I'm not making it all the same length, so I'm not taking this all the way down to the other ones. I'm just braiding it down to here, just so I can have that blunt cut look. Okay, so for me to do these braids at this size, right now it's been a total of 4.5 hours, and I still have basically 2 more rows. And I've used 3 packs of hair so far, and that's cutting them all in half. So if you do regular box braids, like long box braids where you're not cutting it in half, you will already be at 6 packs of hair. So when you get box braids, you need to think a lot of hair. You have to think a lot of hair, because if they were longer, they would definitely be thicker than this. So don't cheat yourself by being cheap when it comes to your box braids. Definitely buy more than enough. Okay, y'all, so this is how far I've gotten, and as you can see in the front, I am getting thicker. So I'm going to show you this one. So a lot more hair. The closer I get up to the top, I'm going to use a lot more hair. So I have this much. Try to make my 2 pieces the same length, that's opposite from each other. Like this one is the second one up that I'm working on, and I'm grabbing the second one up and comparing these 2. So I have 5 more left. The shorter pieces I add hair from the jump because it's too short and I don't want it to slip out, so I don't have to worry about any slippage. Turn it around and start plaiting. So this is how I'm going to do the rest of them. Then I'm going to do my edges, and then I'm going to add my little hair clips. So I'm going to take the edge control and go ahead and do my edges. And now I'll take my black gel and put it right on top now that I have my edges how I like them. Okay, so you can either leave it like this, or like we said, you can add the little charms. And I will be adding these to the top and the bottom of the braids.